Good morning and welcome back to Time with Tania. Thank you so much for tuning in. Of course, I'm going to start every segment by simply giving honor to God. I'm going to always start these videos off that way. Not because I need you guys to see me give him praise and honor, but simply because it will remind you to give him praise and give him honor. I'm simply saying thank you for this new fresh day. And also, it is he's who I am, he's what I do, he's everything, he dwells on me, in me, and everything around me. But if in an event that I ever forget that, you guys can remind me. So it's always good to praise him publicly. I do want to just go ahead and thank my viewers. Yesterday we were up to 3,500 people viewing the videos. That feels good, and it's not about the likes and the comments, and I say that only to say that the message just to get it across to somebody feels good to me. Just that I know that you're saying, watch this video, she might help, watch this video. That means everything to me. 3,500 people viewed the video, and I'm just ever so thankful. I'm going to move on because I do have a topic that needs to be deeply discussed. I've been holding out on him because I wanted to know how to approach the situation and what part of it that needs to be spoken about, because there's so many different parts. I think I'm going to make it into a 2 or 3 part video, and move on for it because it's such a large, it's a big topic. But I'm going to spend about just a little while talking about the basis of it, and then we'll go back and talk about a little bit more. The question of the day was, how do you get over someone that you are in love with? Sorry, I don't care what you say. I think we all been in that place of being in love and you feel like you need to come out of it. So I'm going to move on quickly to what is love. The topic of the day is on love. The word of the day is love. Love is a feeling of warm personal attachment or deep affection, affectionate concern for the well-being of others. That's what love is. Now, if you notice, in none of those words does it say that it's in, like that is in action, or it's just a feeling. I love that plan. I love this lady. I love going here. I love doing this. I love him. I love her. Right? It's just simply a feeling. It's nothing that requires anything. It's nothing coming back. It's what you feel. That's what love is. But it's when we put the word in front of the love that makes it an action, makes it that makes it a totally different meaning. And the word in is into some place, position, state, or relation. So if we take the word love, put in front of it, we got into some place, position, state, or relationship, a feeling, a warm personal attachment, or deep affection. Or we can even say into some place, position, state, or relation, we have concern for the well-being of others. Right? So when you put in front of the word love, then you get a totally different thing, because when you put in front of it, it kind of it brings two people in. It requires you to walk into a place. It requires you to go further in. It requires you to not stand here, because with just love, I can stand here and love you. But when you say in, that in is an action. In is a place. In is a thing. So when you put the word in, it requires a motion to move forward. I think that somewhere along the lines we get confused on when we're just loving and when we're being in love. And I'm going to break that down, and then I'm going to move forward for when we really are in love. Sometimes you think because you have deep concern or a deep passion to help somebody is you're in love. No, love is embedded in us. Love is who we are. We were made in love. God made us simply because he loved us. We make children out of love. It's love. We're built with love. So of course it's not hard to arouse our love. It's not hard to show interest in love. It's not hard for us to expose love, because love is who we and what we are. Whether you're the cruelest person on earth, love embeds in you. Love abides inside of you. So for you to show love or affection or concern, it doesn't mean anything. So if I love you, if I have love and you have love, and you're showing me deep affection and concern, and I'm showing you deep affection and concern, that is just love. That has nothing to do with us being in love. So if you understand that, that's how we should treat each other anyway. So a lot of people you hear, I love everybody. When I say I love everybody, it's because I have deep compassion or concern for everybody. But see, when you put in it, it's a different type of love. Now you're dealing with something. It's a little bit more personal. It's a different kind of action. It requires you to step into something and work on it. You can't be in love with somebody from over here. You have to be over and moving when you're in love. So I did want to talk about a lot of people just loving each other, thinking that they're in love, and really it's just an affectionate feeling that you have for each other, which you aren't even in the real thing. That a lot of people get confused with. And then also for the people who is in love, who's been in love, for one, for the people, as two you guys in love, you guys are resting assured in that place. Two people stepped up to the middle and meeting there. I'm gonna let you know right now, that doesn't matter if you had a good run, a bad run. If you made it to that inner place without infidelity, without insecurity, without anything, then you're going through, I would suggest you fight. If it's real, fight for it. don't 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 let it go pass you by, because falling in love with somebody is so beautiful and it's so unique and it's rare. Everybody loves everybody, but to be in love with each other is something totally different. So once you got it, find out how you can grab hold of it and keep it. But you have to understand the difference of loving somebody and being in love with them to be able to tell. But not only that, an even bigger issue. Okay, you could be in love. Are you sure that your partner is in love? And if they were in love, are they still in love? Because you can still love a person and not be in love with them, as I previously mentioned. You can. It's possible. It's doable. We can start out in this thing together, but you can just, something in the relationship can cause you to draw back, and you can still love them, because love is just, like I said, it's just an affectionate concern. If something ever happened to you, then sure, I'm still going to be here because I love you. But it's nothing in the rules that say that love means that you have to remain in love. So if you are that person that's in love and it's two of you guys, fight for it. If there's no reason for you guys to really break up and it's just you getting on my nerves, I'm getting on your nerves, find out what you can do to make it better. And if you are in love and you know it's real, I suggest you run down to the altar and get yourselves in the covering of God, because God won't protect and shield the relationship that ain't honored before him. So if you have it, don't lose it. Go down and get yourselves married. Do what's right. And if you are, and back to the question at hand was, how do you get over someone that you're in love with? That is so deep right there. So many of us are fighting with that. We're left in the relationship. We're left there alone. We're left there. At one point in time, it might be everybody's in love. And when I say everybody, I mean two people. A lot of people cannot count. Two is in a relationship. When you're in love, it's supposed to be two. I'm going to say that again because a lot of people might not have catch that. Two people. It takes two people to be in a relationship. Not three, not four, not 1.5. It's two people. Only two. So if you feel like you're the third one, I think you need to walk away and go find your one, because it's only supposed to be two. But when it is those two people and you're left there alone, that is a hurtful feeling. Trust me, I've been there. It hurts when you are standing in a relationship that you both once dwelled in, and then you're there alone because the other person doesn't not love you anymore. They still love you. They'll still be there. They'll still do anything for you. But when they leave you and you're just standing in, it hurts. But something that I've learned, I had to learn, I had to make myself understand this, that you have to turn love into just love. What you have to learn how to do first is once you realize that you're standing there alone, then you realize that you're inside of something and you're just holding them in a place. They're not really there. You got this created space. It's empty. It's nobody there. And here you are. And you're holding them in this place, meaning if they call you, you're hoping for more than what it is. If they come by to check on you, then you're receiving it as more than what it is. If you're in something and they come rescue you, then you're holding them to a place and a standard. And you're not allowing anybody to come back. You're not going to allow, with you holding this space for them and they're not really there, it's empty, it's hollow, meaning that they can come in and be in and out whenever they want. Not even the other person doesn't even realize that what they're doing, but you're holding them in a place in which you need to release the place so that you can find love again. If you're holding them in that place of where you used to love them, if you're still there and they're gone, you're there by yourself, but you're not letting anybody else come in. You have to come outside of that inner circle and be outside, meaning if we need to come around and meet on this side, we can. If we need to come over here, but we're not in this place anymore. And this place is only for you two. So if you're there by yourself, then not only are they not there, but nobody else can find you. Nobody else can come in and come grab you up and say, I want to love you, because this is a sacred place where you held for another person. So if in fact you want to find love again, and you want to feel that feeling again, and you want to race yourself down to the altar, you need to bring yourself out of that circle, stand here and wait for you. If you're a woman, I'm not going to tell you go out and find nobody, because he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing, not wife that findeth he get a good thing. It's not like that. So you put yourself in a position in which, don't go running around looking for nobody, don't go running around looking, but you position yourself so that when he comes running around the route, you have room to find him. And then that's where you guys can start your new unity. So when you think about falling out of love with somebody, you have to think about you and loving again, because once they fall out, normally they don't fall back in. They usually fall out and just continue to love you, but then you'll always be confused with them loving you and being in love with you. So I would suggest you back out, draw from it. You might have to move out slowly, but whatever you have to do, do it. I encourage you. I promise you, you will find love again. Keep your heart open, keep your heart humble, keep your heart pure. I love you guys. That was the segment. I'm going to do a part 2 to this because there's other things in love that I want to address, but I gotta go now. Peace out.